is Tina Frizzell Jenkins, aka Coach Tina FJ, and I'm really excited to be here this evening to share with you some entrepreneur wisdom, some secrets, some things that can help you to do better in your business. I have a guest who's in the green room waiting to come on, and there we go, Cecilia Baldwin. She is here with us, and I'm just going to take just a couple of seconds to just read a little bit about Cecilia, so you know who she is, and a little bit about her. She is a Tracy Lynn fashion jewelry diamond executive. She also is a business owner. She does voiceover. She's a success coach, a motivator. She's an enthusiastic, just person in general. She's a wife, and she really enjoys her professional life and helping individuals, go where they need to go, and helping them to be what they need to be. She's an IT enthusiast, and there's so much more, but I'm not going to steal all her thunder. I'm going to let her go ahead and tell us a little bit about herself as she wants us to know, and we're just going to find some tips of wisdom, get some tips of wisdom from her, and take it away.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much, Tina, for that warm introduction. I tell you, when you start talking about like all the different things that I do, or that I've attributed to like my background, I'm like, wait, but who is she talking about? That can't be me. There are not enough hours in the day, and I'm so sure that many of the business owners on the line and that actually come and look at these broadcasts say to themselves, can I really do all of that? Well, the answer is most of it. Realistically, most of it you can do. It's all a matter of balance. But for me, for a number of years, I spent in IT. I'm still in IT, quite frankly, because I consult, and so have spent a number of years in that whole business arena, and love what I do, but was never passionate about what it was I was doing. At the time, I was working as a developer, and I just did not see myself doing that long term. And the thing that really kind of struck for me was my ability to begin helping people. So I made the transition, if you will, from just simply being an IT person to actually helping solve people's problems by working on both the user side as well as working directly with the customer. And so I've had lots of success in those areas. I'm really, really proud of the work that I've done there, but it's also helped me to be more definitive about what it is I want to accomplish in my own business. And that is, like you, Tina, making an impact, really helping people reach their goals, and using my voice as a way to do that. So that's me in a nutshell.
Wow, Cece, this is great information. I think we're still getting a lot of feedback. But go ahead. We're going to see. We might have to, run this one more time, but we're going to see where this takes us. You want to share some nuggets with the guests about how they can be successful, things that you've done to help you be more successful.
Sure. So I believe that, there are essentially three things you need to focus on when it comes to your financial success of your business. Primarily, most lose focus as to why they are in business. And so three things that we all have to keep in mind when we are really working through our business, helping it grow, or even putting in business systems to help them grow. The three things that we should keep in mind first and foremost is to always have long-term as well as short-term financial goals. So what does that have to do with your business? You started it for a reason, meaning that you had a very specific purpose for starting your business. And a lot of times we think, okay, I just want to help people. That's great, but you can't help people when you're broke. You can't help people when you can't show them the path of how to get what it is that they want. So it's important to really look at your long-term and your short-term financial goals, meaning mapping out your game plan and attaching your business activities to how you're able to accomplish your short-term first goals and how they feed into your long-term. So that's one of the primary things that I think, especially women business owners, we lose sight of that. If we become a part of a business, we get so caught up in the day-to-day and the managing the process of having a business, we forget we have to keep our eye on the bottom line. And we're not always so focused on the numbers, on the finances. But the men don't have a problem in this area, but the women tend to. So never be afraid of your numbers. Attach your goals to what you want to see financially. So that's one of the first things that I think is so very important for us to remember in terms of our financial success in business. The second is do never rely on one way to grow your business. For instance, I have a direct sales business with Tracy Lynn Fashion Jewelry, and one of the things I often share with people is that everyone has different forms of communication. But there are some that believe that they can only communicate with customers, with family, with friends, with potential people who are interested in the business via text. I'm sorry, relationships aren't built over text. They're built over real conversation, face to face meetings. Pick up the phone and talk to somebody. So, they wonder why they're not having the success that they really want is because they want to rely on one way to grow their business or utilizing social media. Sorry, likes do not equal income. People can even know, not even likes. How about the love button on Facebook? You can get all the hearts that your hearts desire. But if it does not equal to dollars, if there is no conversion of a like into a purchase or someone becoming a part of your organization, then something's missing. So you have to really, truly learn how to diversify. So if there's something that you're good at in your business, work at becoming the best at it. Once you become the best, then look at what you can realistically add to that to help you diversify your income and your business. So there are other direct sales businesses that have, different layers to it. Like I know the Five Links direct sales business, Five Links has so many different outages of different types of businesses that they could run within their own Five Links business. The mistake that most people make is that they try to go after everything. You become what, a jack of all trades but a master of nothing.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, right. So you have to become your absolute best in one area and then add on to that. Over time, you'll discover what is your better thing, what you are more suited for, more well suited for, and you add that to your repertoire. The other is you diversify by leveraging your strength against someone else's. You will not know how to do everything yourself to start with. You have to find quality people that share your same vision, that want to do things the same way you do, that have the same goals, same energy, same drive. You find out what their strength is and you leverage against that. And then ultimately, you all kind of get together to build something that both of you can mutually beneficially see. And so that's the other thing. I think we lose sight of that so very often is we do not diversify enough. I know for me, I'm a people person. So leadership and training and mentorship comes very easily for me. Sales was not so much. That was a struggle for me. So I had to really work at sales. And so, everybody in my family be like, "Oh, you're so gregarious. You shouldn't have a problem." But I had a problem. So I had to learn how to diversify. So I started to really talk to more people who were influencers when it came to sales and just kind of mimicked a little by little what they were doing and duplicated that process. And now I feel like I'm pretty balanced in that I'm good with mentoring, but I know that at the end of the day, I am about the bottom line for furthering the business. So I have to be a salesperson, and every day you are selling yourself on some level. Whether someone's buying your story or they're selling you theirs, somebody's getting sold.
right.
So it's important to know how to diversify in that area. And I think the last thing I think that we often lose sight of is small business owners, particularly in the direct sales and network marketing space, is we lose focus. And I think we take on too much too soon. Again, we have to always focus on what are we good at. I know I am good at working with people, mentoring them, bringing out the best. That's what I'm best at. But conversely, what I've also had to become better at is looking at what they're better at and using that for myself. But staying focused on how that's going to help me grow my business. So that's been key to really continuing to grow my Tracy Lynn business. It'll be 9 years next month. I tell you, time goes by when you're having a good time. but staying focused on what I hope to see, not just for myself, but for my family and for others that are now connected to me in this business, how we can make an impact together. So, those are the top three things that I think you really have to be focused on to see any real financial success with your direct sales, indoor network marketing, or any sort of home based business.
Cece, those are three really great tips, and I love the way you honed in on the fact that individuals need to choose what they're going to be good at, and really try to go down that lane first and make sure that they can be successful and be good at one thing. And also, I go back to the earlier statement that you made about um, attaching your financial goals to your regular goals, because you gotta have that insight as to where you're going to go financially if you're going to be in business and you're going to make a profit and stay with this in order for it to be able to sustain you and your family. I know a lot of entrepreneurs are on the mindset that they're going to make their plan B their plan A if it's their plan B at this point. But how can it be your plan A if you really haven't figured out what dollar figure you have to get to, what service you have to provide, how many sales you have to make in order to actually get to the point where it can be your plan A. So that's another really good tip, and I'm so excited that we're able to bring the E3 Home Based Business Expo to the Bethesda Marriott this September the 30th. We'll put a link up so our guests can. There it is. It's up there, so they can go check out the website. And what we're going to do there is we're going to have a lot of training, and we're going to have a lot of fun too. But we're going to have some training so individuals can find out, the fast track to being a millionaire. Well, one of the fast tracks to being a millionaire, as Mr. Golden's going to share, is get those numbers right. You got to make sure again you understand what it is that you financially that you need to do to get there. And then we have individuals who are going to help us to, or those who need help, just setting up an LLC. It seems like a big deal. It's a little scary to some folks, but really it's not that bad. It's something that you can actually do on your own and save. That's one thing you can do on your own and save a few pennies. We have supersizing your sales, bite-sized book writing. I've written 3 books, and I've contributed to others. And so I'm going to show people how to, take it a little bit at a time, bite-sized. But you can write a book. You can, increase your credibility that way. And so these are things that this expo is going to bring out for us, the trainings. And we're also going to have a question and answer time where Cece is going to be available to all those who come and lock arms with us and want to learn and grow together with us. You can ask her questions personally and get answers. Sometimes we just want to touch somebody who's real and get some answers. And we're going to have some other individuals who are going to be at that question and answer who had lots of success in business. And where can you get all your answers for like $149? That's a difficult thing to come by. At lunchtime, we're going to have a jazz fest. I mean, not a jazz fest, more of a jazz event. It's not really a festival, but more of a jazz event. And then we even going to have an after party. And on the E3 website is all the details about the fun that we're going to have as we progress through the day. We plan on giving away lots of gifts. So we're giving away an Echo Dot for those who register. But just to make this a lot more fun, I got to thinking today that I need to give a discount for those who follow CC, and put it up on the board. I got a coupon that if you go ahead and put CC in your when you register, we're gonna give you another $20 off.
Wow. $20
off.
We gonna have that kind of power. That's awesome.
We're so excited, and we really want people to be there, because this is something that if you miss it, you're gonna be going, I missed it. We're expecting to show up in the news media. We're sending it out. We're expecting to touch at least 20,000 in all of our social media, advertising and marketing. We're pushing things out. Other news places that pick me up. I'm going to be on some other news shows, so you'll be seeing more of me, hearing more about the E3 Home Based Business Expo. But what better way to join us and be able to talk to Cece in person than to go ahead and take the coupon and get an extra $20 off just because you saw us here on Facebook Live.
things I really want to encourage all the business owners, we never have a forum that helps us to address many of the common things, the common pitfalls that people experience. We don't have all that brain trust, all that knowledge in one room. Maybe if it's in your specific business or with people that you already know, but this will be a diverse group of business owners, experts, all kinds of people that will perhaps have real insight into either what you're going through, how you're trying to build your business, or even just some common questions about how do you do the work-life balance piece.
That's right.
We're talking about, because when you're an entrepreneur, it's sun up to sundown, and sometimes it's not even sundown, it's sun up to sun up for many of us. So how do you balance that? How do you get your family involved? And I think for women, a lot of times that becomes more important to find that out, even in the finances. And so we learn how to be balanced when you come to events like this, because it really gives you some real insight into what you can expect as to how to overcome some hurdles that many of these people have already gone through. Why do we have to stumble through it if someone else can give you some insight? So I look forward to meeting so many people, and coming out to this event, I think it's going to be phenomenal for your growth of your business and for you personally.
Thank you, Cece. I really appreciate you hopping on with us and sharing all of your insight. And I look forward to even learning more from you when we're at the roundtable. And I'm going to MC the question and answer session, and I'm going to think of a few questions myself that I want to get answers to. And by the way, I just thought of something. We even have an individual there who has been a contract specialist in the government, and she is going to even let home-based business owners understand the few things you have to do in order to solicit government contracts, what you have to do in order to get into that arena. And in fact, she's going to literally walk you through it so that you can be ready and available if an opportunity arises. A lot of times, an opportunity might arise where you can get a government contract, but if you don't have the necessary paperwork in place, then that opportunity might pass you by because you weren't ready. But you come to the conference this time, you take that class, and you will be ready. And guess what? What if there's a lot of classes going on? What if there's another class that happens to be going on at that same time? It's okay. Because what we're going to do is we're going to provide templates for all of the classes that were taught, so that everybody who walks away from the conference, from the expo, is going to get a template that will help them to be able to go away and hands-on, be able to go back to their office and actually implement some things. So you want to implement how to get a government contract, it's going to be in a template. You want to implement how to, fast track the meeting, it's going to be in a template. You want to implement your LLC, it's going to be in a template, so that you can actually literally go home and go to your office and put these templates to work for you. So everybody's going to get the templates of all the classes. Whether you can't attend them all, but for the ones that we offer and you attend, you will get a template behind it. So that's another great benefit that you just don't want to miss out on.
That's great. We're often telling people what they need, but the how, that's where we miss it. So it's going to be great to see the templates and people being able to use those to not only just find out what they need to do, but how to execute, because that's what's most important.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and sign off here. But again, it's www.e3hdbexpo.com. And remember to use the coupon CC to get a $20 discount. Well, until the next time when we check in with another guest for the info, Cece, thank you so much.
My pleasure. I can't wait to meet all of you.
And to all of my guests out there, remember to shoot me some comments and I will respond to them. And I look forward to chatting with you real soon, and we'll have another guest on our wisdom series coming up. So long for now. Bye-bye.